What do you guys think of journaling? Personally, I think it's a great way to help you find your voice, helping you to learn how to articulate your thoughts, your feelings, your opinions on things, because you're searching for the most efficient way to communicate that, right? Because you want it to sound authentic, right? With journaling, you're trying to transfer what you would normally communicate with your lips into writing. And I think that that's helpful when it comes to writing descriptions. I think it's definitely good when writing dialogue. But also, I think what's good about journaling is that it builds a habit of writing, right? Um, and when I say journaling, I should be clear. Like, I don't mean like you're talking about the events of the day, right? You're not recording, what you ate for lunch, how long you worked, who the people you had to deal with. It's more like your, it's just self-expression, right? Um, I journaled every day for 2 years at one point, and I took a different path slightly. So what I did was I basically wrote love letters for 2 years, um, and by having sort of that structure, that framework that I was working within, um, I was writing to my future spouse, who I didn't know, I had never met, had no idea what she would be like, where she'd be from, any of that stuff. So I was just pouring my heart out onto the page every day, talking about anything and everything under the sun, and figuring out how to best do that, how to think about, okay, well, how do I express this in an affectionate way? I was thinking about tone, I was thinking about the words that I would use, the feeling that I wanted to convey in my journals. And some days it'd be very affectionate. Some days I would just be venting frustrations. Some days I'd just be sharing things about my life, about my family, about my interests, about my dreams, whatever it might be. And I think if you've never tried journaling, I highly recommend doing that. Now, you don't have to do what I did. You could write a letter to a friend. You don't even have to send it. Like just this idea of figuring out your voice. You could write an angry letter. You could even write to someone maybe that's passed away. Maybe it's like your closure, being able to say the words that you never got to say. I find journaling to be a very therapeutic experience in addition to helping with creativity and motivation as a writer. It's good for your creativity. It's good for your mind. It's good for your soul.